Topic number 9. Civil Law. Introduction. Civil law is an important part of the legal system that helps people, businesses, and organizations resolve disputes in a fair way. Unlike criminal law, which deals with crimes and punishments, civil law focuses on solving disagreements and ensuring justice through compensation or other remedies. In Pakistan, civil cases follow the Civil Procedure Code (CPC), which provides rules for handling disputes in court. This lecture will explain the basics of civil law, the CPC, and how civil cases are processed from filing a lawsuit to judgment and execution. It will also cover international dispute resolution methods like arbitration, mediation, and international commercial courts, which help solve legal conflicts between people and businesses from different countries. Understanding these legal processes ensures that rights are protected, agreements are enforced, and justice is served efficiently. 1. What is the Civil Procedure Code (CPC)? The Civil Procedure Code (CPC) is the main law that tells courts how to handle civil cases. It explains what steps to follow when a person files a case, how evidence should be presented, and how the court should make decisions. Example: if someone rents a house but refuses to pay rent, the landlord can file a case under the CPC to claim the unpaid rent. Key features of the CPC. Here are some important things about the CPC that everyone should know. Covers all civil cases. The CPC applies to different types of civil disputes, including contract disputes, e.g., a company refuses to pay for goods it bought. Property disputes, e.g., two people claim ownership of the same land. Family matters, e.g., divorce, child custody, inheritance. Ensures fair trials. The CPC makes sure that both sides in a case get an equal chance to present their arguments and evidence. Provides legal remedies. If a person's rights are violated, the CPC helps them get justice. Remedies may include compensation, e.g., money for damages. Enforcement of an agreement, e.g., forcing a company to follow a contract. Return of property, e.g., getting back land taken illegally. Used in all courts. The CPC applies in lower courts, high courts, and the Supreme Court. This ensures that all civil cases follow the same rules. Example: if a shopkeeper sells a damaged product and refuses to refund the customer can file a case under the CPC to get their money back. Important sections of the CPC. The CPC has many rules, but some are more important for understanding how civil cases work. 1. Jurisdiction, Section 9. Which court can hear the case? Jurisdiction means the authority of a court to hear a case. This section explains which court a person should go to, depending on the type of dispute. Example: if a small contract dispute happens, it may go to a lower civil court, but if it involves a large company, it may go to the High Court. 2. Institution of Suits, Order 7, Rule 1, How to file a case. This section explains what information a person must provide to start a case. The person who files the case, plaintiff, must write a plain, legal document explaining their problem, what they want from the court, e.g., money, property, contract enforcement. Example: if a builder does not complete a house as promised, the buyer can file a plaint in court asking for compensation or completion of the work. 3. Summons, Order V, informing the other party. After a case is filed, the court sends a notice, summons, to the defendant, the other party. The summons tells them when to appear in court and respond to the case. Example: if a bank sues a customer for unpaid loans, the court sends a summons to inform the customer about the case. 4. Evidence, Order 13 and Order 18, proving the case. In civil cases, both parties must provide evidence to support their claims. Evidence includes documents, e.g., contracts, emails, bills. Witnesses, people who saw or know about the issue. Expert opinions, e.g., a doctor's report in a medical case. Example, if a tenant refuses to pay rent, the landlord can show rent agreements and payment records as evidence in court. 5. Execution of decrees, Section 36 to 74, enforcing court decisions. Once the court makes a decision, judgment, it issues a decree, legal order. This section explains how court decisions are carried out. If a person refuses to follow the judgment, the court can seize their property, freeze their bank account, order their arrest in extreme cases. Example, if a company refuses to pay damages after losing a case, the court can sell its assets to recover the money. 2. Key stages in civil litigation. A civil case follows a structured process to ensure a fair trial. Each stage helps the court examine the dispute thoroughly before making a decision. 2.1 Stage 1 Pleadings, filing a lawsuit. Pleadings are official written documents that both parties submit to explain their case. Plaint, Order 7. The plaintiff, the person who starts the case, files a plaint, which includes a detailed explanation of their complaint, the legal grounds for the claim, the relief or compensation they seek. Written statement, Order 8. The defendant, the person responding to the case, submits a written statement in which they accept or deny the claims made by the plaintiff, provide their own facts and defenses. Example, if a person's house is damaged due to illegal construction by a neighbor, they file a plaint explaining the damage. The neighbor then submits a written statement denying responsibility or providing an alternative explanation. 2.2 Stage 2 Evidence and Trial. This stage is crucial as both parties present their evidence to support their claims. Framing of issues, the judge identifies the key legal points in the dispute. These are called issues and guide the case. Examination of witnesses, Order 18. Both sides bring witnesses to testify about what they know. This may include eyewitnesses who saw what happened, expert witnesses, doctors, engineers, accountants, etc. Cross-examination, lawyers from both sides question the witnesses to test their truthfulness and reliability. Documentary evidence, parties submit important documents such as contracts, emails, and agreements to prove business disputes. Property documents in land disputes. Medical records in injury claims. Example, in a land dispute, property ownership documents serve as strong evidence to prove who legally owns the land. 2.3 Stage 3 Judgment and Execution. Judgment, Order XX. After hearing arguments and reviewing evidence, the judge delivers a final decision on the case. Decree, Order 21. The court issues a formal order, which may include compensation, the defendant must pay a certain amount. Property transfer, ownership is given to the rightful owner. Injunction, the defendant is stopped from taking a harmful action. Appeal, Section 96 to 112. If a party is not satisfied with the judgment, they can challenge it in a higher court. Example, if a court rules in favor of an employee in a salary dispute, the employer must pay the owed salary. If the employer refuses, the court can enforce the order by seizing assets or accounts. 3. International civil dispute resolution mechanisms. When legal disputes involve parties from different countries, resolving them can be challenging because different legal systems and jurisdictions may apply. To settle these disputes fairly, international dispute resolution mechanisms such as arbitration, mediation, and international courts are commonly used. 3.1 Arbitration. Arbitration is a private method of dispute resolution where parties agree to let a neutral third party, the arbitrator, decide the case. Key features of arbitration: private and confidential. Unlike court cases, arbitration is conducted in private to protect business secrets. Legally binding, the arbitrator's decision, called an award, is final and must be followed by both parties. Faster than court trials, arbitration is usually quicker and less expensive than litigation. Enforceable worldwide, many countries follow the New York Convention, 1958, which ensures that arbitration awards can be enforced internationally. Example: if a Pakistani company and a Chinese supplier disagree over a contract, they can avoid lengthy court battles by settling the dispute through arbitration under the International Chamber of Commerce (ICC) rules. 3.2 Mediation. Mediation is a negotiation process where a neutral third party, the mediator, helps both sides reach a mutual agreement. Key features of mediation: non-binding, the mediator does not impose a decision, the parties must agree on a solution. Confidential, anything discussed during mediation cannot be used in court later. Helps maintain relationships, used in business, family, and workplace disputes where parties want to keep good relations. Less expensive and faster, mediation is cheaper and quicker than formal litigation. Example: a Pakistani businessman and a UAE investor have a financial dispute. Instead of going to court, they use mediation to reach a settlement, saving both time and money. 3.3 International Commercial Courts. Some disputes cannot be solved through arbitration or mediation, especially in complex international business conflicts. In such cases, parties may go to specialized international courts designed to handle cross-border disputes. Key features of international commercial courts. Focus on business disputes. These courts only handle international commercial cases. Expert judges. Judges are specialists in international trade laws. Fair and neutral forum. They ensure an impartial trial for businesses from different countries. Examples of international commercial courts: Dubai International Financial Center, DIFC, courts resolves disputes for companies doing business in the Middle East. Singapore International Commercial Court, SIC, handles global trade and finance disputes. London Commercial Court, a popular court for international contract disputes. Example: a Pakistani IT firm sues an American company for breach of contract. Instead of going to court in the US or Pakistan, they approach the Singapore International Commercial Court, SIC, for a neutral and expert legal decision. Conclusion: civil law plays a vital role in resolving disputes fairly and protecting people's rights. The Civil Procedure Code, CPC, provides clear rules on how civil cases should be handled in Pakistan, ensuring that both parties get a fair chance to present their case. From filing a lawsuit to presenting evidence and getting a final judgment, the CPC helps maintain justice in legal matters such as contracts, property disputes, and family issues. For international disputes, arbitration, mediation, and international commercial courts offer effective ways to settle conflicts without long and costly court battles. These methods provide quicker and more flexible solutions, especially for businesses operating in different countries. By understanding civil law and dispute resolution mechanisms, individuals and businesses can protect their rights, settle disagreements efficiently, and ensure that justice is served both nationally and internationally.